Hello and welcome back to our Sid Meier's Civilization 6 Let's Play as Mansa Musa. We're so far going for a diplomatic victory. We've laid the groundwork for that. We've got some pretty good holy sites with religion. And we're probably going to spend our faith on settlers in this new golden age we've got going on. I'm hoping that I can get this holy site down fast enough to build a Mahabodhi temple because that's worth 2 diplomatic victory points. If I stop and talk a little bit about diplomatic victory, you need 20 points to win, and the 20 points come from all kinds of tasks. That's why I wanted to build a Mahabodhi temple. It's worth 2 victory points. That's why I wanted to build the Statue of Liberty. It's worth 4 victory points. So essentially, if you're not building both of those wonders, then you have to have had a religion if you want to build a Mahabodhi temple. So I can excuse that one. But Statue of Liberty, that one you have to build. And the other one is the Potato Palace, I think. Oh, I actually put potato in there. Patala Palace. It gives you 1 diplomatic victory point and 1 diplomatic policy slot. It must be built on a hill adjacent to a mountain. So we will be able to get that one, even if we put it like next to the volcano. We could just slap it right there. And we have Niani be our wonder site. Oh, I meant to buy a settler this turn. Oh, actually, good thing that the turn didn't end. It'll take us 4 turns to get a trader, or 4 turns worth of faith to get a trader. Let's grab ourselves a settler. We can go settle this science city, slap down a campus, and be good to go. That's not going to be a very good city, but we don't really need it to be a very good city. In fact, if I settle... Oh, it actually has to be settled here. Yeah. If I settle right here, then but no, and that's fine. It was more important to cut up our desert than exactly the way we wanted it to go. So we'll settle that one there. What unit needs orders? We're going to build a mine here, and then we're good for the next turn. Barbarians are close to my home. You're talking about Scythia? Let's build another mine. We're getting our gold economy online, and that's very good because we're going to start making some purchases with gold. Any city that can have a 4 population, we'll finish the holy site, and then we'll build ourselves a Saguba. The Saguba will be able to come down really fast because these holy sites will have such ridiculous production as a result of their adjacency bonuses. See, look at this. This is what I'm talking about with getting the granary. Now I'm growing more population, but we're not actually working any more production because we need to pick up the tiles. Which means I need to buy a monument, which is going to cost me 240 gold. Could have actually used that gold to buy a monument in Timbuktu, but I think it's probably better to have improved to Dweni. Tau Denny, oh man. Please excuse me. Okay, we got to get that holy site running. I feel like a broken record, but... I really do expect that these next few turns are going to be pretty laggy, and then we're going to just explode in terms of our abilities. Once we get our cities down, I think by around turn 125 or so, we'll take a big leap forward. No communism intended. Should I go ahead and improve this mine to, like, at least give me some gold out of all this stuff? I think I'll wait till this quarry comes online, in which case I've got 2 builder charges. I'm using them in... Let's go ahead and just improve some tiles that we're actually using. Oh, here he comes. So we might actually have to spend some time... Oh, there's a major flood. Oh, that's going to improve the yields of all those tiles. That's really good. Especially if we settle a city, yeah, right here or so. Yeah, that could be another campus in there somewhere. Or if we wanted to get close to the desert, we could... I don't know. Well, we've got another city over there somewhere. Here come all these jerks trying to convert me away from my religion. So we're going to have to purchase a missionary, at least, just to make sure that we keep our religion. And we're going to have an absolute faith advantage over time, but it's a matter of whether we can keep our religion, because he's representing a pretty big threat here in terms of religious pressure. He's got tons of charges. Look, 4, 6, 7. How many charges on that one? Can't tell. He's got tons of charges. He is enough to wipe out my religion off the face of the earth. And that's exactly what he wants to do. So I would like him to not do that. At this point, maybe I actually should send this builder to yoink out this holy site. Yeah, that makes more sense, because yeah, that makes more sense. What am I doing waiting for these holy sites? I could buy this tile and yoink it. I don't know why that didn't occur to me earlier, but... And just as quick as he appeared, he's gone. Okay, that's fine. Let's purchase ourselves another settler with this faith, or should we grab a builder? We could grab both, really. I delay my settler a little bit to get this holy site online quicker. Yeah, let's do that. We can buy this tile. We'll just go ahead and do that before Scythia grabs it. Maybe we can go ahead and grab this other one too. It's probably worth it just to get another chop, and then chop out this holy site. I don't know what I was thinking letting this grow, or letting these build on their own. We really need to grow to Okay, Antananarivo would be worth 10 gold and 1 culture and an envoy with them. And do I have Diplomatic League still in? I probably have swapped it back out by now. No, I haven't. That's honestly a big mistake, but I'm benefiting from the fact that I made that mistake. We got lots of things we could produce in the capital. And it's just a matter of like waiting for it to grow so we can plop down a Sukuba. So why don't we build a granary? It's not as worth it. Like 2 turns for a builder is insanely good, but that's also just 3 turns of faith for a builder. And what do we do with you? We put you to sleep for a while. In fact, we actually might have you follow along since he's seemingly not converting our cities. I actually don't want to improve this trial because I want to chop it for the Petra that's going to inevitably come along. Oh, speaking of which, this has been a big mistake. I've let this eat away, but I've also not built mathematics. Because I want to get this Petra online as quickly as I can. Defensive tactics is worth another governor title. I fully assumed that I'd be the target of a declaration of war by now, but I guess I'm not. And so let's do that. I think we're going to go for audience chamber this game because our cities are going to grow really tall and we'll have plenty of places to grab districts that we want. So going for audience chamber is really good, especially because we won't need the settler bonus because we are building our empire out on the back of this Monumentality golden age. Okay, let's go ahead and buy this other woods tile. We might not, 125 gold. We'll do it next turn. We might not actually need it to chop out the 52 production. Yeah, we will need it to actually chop out the holy site. But once we get the holy site, then we're actually going to have some production in there, and that city's going to be able to come online on its own. So I'm willing to spend the extra little gold on it, especially because, well, actually, I've removed the production from those tiles, so never mind. I wouldn't have production for my poor, useless citizens to work. They'll work faith. It's fine. And should I save you, or should I let you get... Honestly, you're doing pretty well for me, Tedmika. So let's just wait for a chop. Because having another builder around a chop, because we could just chop, 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 and it's gone. Yeah, that's worth it. That's worth our 1 Magnus charge as well. So now we are trading with her, and we have open borders with her. How does she feel about us now? She feels pretty neutral. I wonder what her agendas are. That's our access level. Backstab averse. Like citizens who are their declared friend, hates civilizations to backstab and declare spies wars. Clears all features and likes civilizations with a high percent of improved tiles. Dislikes others. Okay. Okay, so we can definitely be exploitative. We will yoink forests all day. So it's our next turn. We can buy this tile. And we can use it to chop out that holy site. And now that we have a holy site, let's build a monument. Or should we build... Jebel Barkal would give me extra faith, and it would give me iron. Okay, wonders are a mistake. Unless you really, really need them for a particular strategy that you're going for. Because, like, look at this. It'll give me 6 iron per turn, which I might be able to use to have swordsmen. But I'm already getting iron per turn from this iron mine, and I'm having enough to upgrade these swordsmen. So that doesn't really do anything for me. 4 faith to all my cities within 6 tiles. That's going to be a lot of cities. That's going to be a lot of faith. But I won't need that faith because I already have disgusting amounts of faith. And at some point, I won't have anything to do with those faith points besides just like buy great person people, I guess. So why would I build this and spend 21 turns on it when it would cost me 21 turns, or maybe 17 turns of having a monument, and then like 12 turns of having a shrine, and 2 turns of having a temple? That's a certain amount of faith as well. Like, just doesn't make sense. Let's grab ourselves a monument, give ourselves a little bit more culture, and grab these tiles, because we really need tiles in this city. And then we'll probably grab our walls once we swap in the limes card. In fact, we might as well go ahead and do that. Probably not going to be building builders. We're probably going to be building other stuff. So let's go ahead and grab limes. That will further reduce the cost of these walls. And we might even pull up some walls in our capital here. But I think we'll go for audience chamber, which means there's really no rush because we don't need any more government promotions. Like, look, I'm about to grab Magnus, appoint him to Tadmeka. And that'll be that. We did need 2 woods to chop out the holy site in that other city. So it might be worth it to temporarily assign him to Taudeni. We're going to build our 3rd district pretty quick, so we probably want to turn away from mathematics for a little bit. Feudalism will give me more builder charges, which I can then use to improve my empire and make all these chops that I need and stuff. So I think I like feudalism here. Another thing that I could get is that other governor title, which I could then use to buy another governor, like, say, Reina, and use her to just expand the borders of these other cities, because I've been buying a lot of tiles. Ultimately, I'll probably put Reina in my harbor city. Or, actually, no. There's better places for it. Maybe. I tend to second guess myself. If you haven't noticed. We need to skip this turn for you, and then that's next turn. Oh, I needed to sell my silver for a while. And we'll just wait for Singapore to leave. Up here. So you skip your turn as well. Let's go see if Scythia will buy my silver. 8 gold per turn. So that would translate into like all of your gold. Yeah, and then a little gold per turn. Like 1 gold per turn. 2. 3. No, 2. That's fine. Okay, so now I've actually hurt her economy a little bit too. Let's see what he'll do for gypsum. 9 gold per turn. That's great. Will you also buy me silver? I don't need my cities to grow from amenities because they're growing from being next to the desert. What about this? 12 gold per turn. All right. And I'm going to keep my iron for now. It's my only resource, and I'm going to need to get these swordsmen up pretty soon. Like, look at this aggressive posture. Like, is this just because she has nowhere else to bring these guys? Or is she really staring me down? She seems like she's staring me down. Maybe I should get an encampment. That might actually make this a little more defensible. If I put like an encampment right here, that would help me shoot. Or I could put it right here. Let's grab ancient walls while we have the chance. And we need to skip a turn here. And we need to wait a little while for the yoink because I could get even more production off of that. We have 2 charges left. 8 turns until growth over here. Let's bring you to Tadmeka and save you up for a Petra. This unit needs to skip its turn. She's like dancing here. She wishes that she could go through my territory, I guess, and then she sees my military and she's like, whoa, back up, dude. I don't know. Okay, we'll get the city online. Oh, it's actually been a mistake to not purchase another settler. But I think I should probably purchase it out of a city that's going to... Yeah, let's purchase it out of here. Because this city doesn't do anything for me. Whereas I'm trying to get my capital to grow. So that's actually kind of a big mistake because I could have had several more turns of growing up this harbor city, getting a harbor, getting a holy site here. Speaking of which, I need to cut this land. Or I like playing with tax. These cities are too close to each other. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. I guess I just move this one up just a tile. It doesn't really do anything bad for this city. It just removes 1 chop. And then that also means that this city doesn't exist. So if that's how it's gonna go, if I have to leave behind a whole city, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah, that would cut off everything. If I have to leave a whole city behind in order to do this, if I settle in the mountain range, because I don't need anything else, that is also a Plains Hill city. I don't get to connect the ivory immediately. But then I could just buy that tile from Singapore. And I don't need this city to do anything else for me. Like I could build an aqueduct there and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could build a industrial zone. Well, I can't right on the ivory. I could build an industrial zone like right here and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That does go out to at least Timbuktu. Does it go out to Tadmeka? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, just barely not Tadmeka. But then that goes to this city over here. 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another thing I could do is I could move this city down a little bit. If I move it down 1, then it doesn't actually get the bonus from being on desert. Or I could move it over to have it be a coastal city. Like if I move it over here. That might be alright. Like right there? No. Yeah, I think actually the right thing to do is settle this one more tile up, because then that allows me to actually have a city in here, like right there. And that's a mountain, right? That's not a volcano. Yeah. Okay. Can't get everything you want. That is next to the volcano, which is not ideal, but... Look, I'm just getting +6 science from the city. That's all I want. So let's go ahead and settle the... let's settle the harbor city, and then let's... Maybe we could, like... scout with the builder a little bit. See what's over here. There's not great land to settle over here. But I do like this city the best because it'll give me a little bit of that desert. Could get a little more of the desert to even grow a little more, but it's fine. This city only needs to be +4. And then I could even like drop another, well, I could drop a Saguba there to get it to adjacent to the harbor. It's probably not as good. That's probably better. Well, I think I'll figure that out later. I'm gonna, let's see, how long has it been? I've lost track. It's been only 20 minutes, so we still have a few more minutes. Let's settle this one. Because I do, well, let's settle this one. See here, he's back. What the heck? Okay. Well, if you made it through that long turn of me like completely second guessing myself, thanks for sticking around. Let's grab apprenticeship because now we actually have mines and we have boosted apprenticeship. That'll also be useful for when we get Petra. We're 2 turns more away from using this builder. We are 1 turn more away from settling the city. Then that'll also not cut off this city. We'll have exactly this tile to settle on. In fact, this actually might be the best city to settle next. I might send this settler up here. Yeah, that'll be perfect timing because then we'll chop and then settle and then it'll be good. We've got walls in here. That's great. I think maybe it's time for the audience chamber because that would give me 1 more governor title. I could get another governor. Could even get Victor in case I need him. So that'd be a really, really safe thing to do. Another thing to do would be grab a temple because I might need to launch an inquisition. Let's grab a temple. I've got 300 gold in my pocket. I'm waiting for Sagubas to be able to really kick my economy into gear. Once Taudeni, actually I'm waiting for Taudeni to build its holy site so that I can get its holy infrastructure in there and then I can build the Mahabodhi temple. I will be very upset if the Mahabodhi temple has to actually be built adjacent to that city's holy site. Because I've made it a real priority to get it, and I really don't know that that's the way the game works. We'll see. I'll keep you on the edge of your seat there. Oh, the Sagubas are real. So where do I build it? There's a holy site here, there's a Saguba there, so I could build either a Saguba here and... could build a holy site here and a Saguba here. The Saguba would get +2 from the river, +2 from the adjacent districts, and +2 from the holy site. There's a +5 Saguba. If I build it up here, that'd be a +4, 5 Saguba, and then maybe potentially like 6 if I build another district somewhere. And I don't crush the desert hill. It's probably the right thing to do. Oh wait, actually that tile is Taudeni's tile. We can't actually use that tile in our city planning. So maybe what I do is I move the Petra, and then I put a Saguba here and a holy site. That would be a +2, 3, 4 Saguba, and then I could put the Petra there. Yeah, if I put the Petra there, I have to buy out the tiles to do that. That's 2 tiles to buy. It's not so bad. But then I could put the theater square here, could put the Saguba there, and that is ultimately a +5 Saguba. And then that is our holy site there. It really doesn't matter which place the... Actually, it does. So we want the Saguba to be there. We'll fill this ring with the Sagubas for the government plaza. Things are going pretty well. We'll settle the cities in the next one. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching this video so far. Please give me a like, subscribe, a comment, all that stuff. And I'll see you in just a moment.